I woke up to a hooded figure standing over me. This story took place in 2017, and it's completely true. I was in a deep depression, made worse by the recent loss of a close friend. To support me, my family flew across the country to visit me in Los Angeles. We decided to take a trip to Catalina Island, hoping for a change of scenery. When we arrived, we quickly realized it was the off-season. Late November brought cold weather, and the island was nearly empty, save for a few locals and a handful of tourists like us. Our first priority was to drop off our luggage so we could explore, so we checked into our motel. I hesitate to call it a motel, as it was more like a collection of quaint guest houses arranged in a horseshoe shape, around a walkway. Our room was at the corner, with one path leading back to the street and the other deeper into the maze of rooms. After a day of exploring, we finished dinner and faced the chilly, dark walk back to our room. Catalina Island is quite a distance from the mainland, and it gets incredibly dark at night. My mood mirrored the darkness, as the dinner conversation had taken a turn that deepened my sadness. I pulled my black hoodie tighter around me and walked ahead of my parents, telling them I just needed to sleep. I fell asleep almost immediately, drifting off without saying goodnight. I was jolted awake by my mom whispering my name, her voice laced with concern. The room had two beds, my parents' bed closer to the door, and mine further inside. I rolled over, groggy, and asked, "What?" As my eyes adjusted to the dim moonlight filtering through the curtains, I noticed her expression shift to surprise. If I was in my bed, then who was she talking to? We both turned to see a hooded figure in black, standing over their bed. I know this is a let's not meet story, and you're expecting something creepy to happen, but let me tell you, waking up to a hooded stranger looming over you is beyond terrifying. Time felt like it stood still. In movies, characters scream, but sometimes all that escapes is a panicked sound. My mom's voice dropped to a serious tone as she called out my dad's name in a way I had never heard before. Then, the hooded figure did something bizarre. It crouched in the corner where it stood. The way it crouched was so unexpected that it sent chills down my spine. I knew two things. This figure had been hovering over us while we slept, and it wasn't acting in any way I could comprehend. In contrast to the endless moment of fear, my dad, a hulking ex-military man, woke up and sprang into action. Suddenly, we were out the door, unsure of which way the intruder had gone. My mom was screaming, "Get him, get him!" My dad ran one way, shouting with adrenaline, "I'm going to get you." I took off down the other path toward the street. When I got there, I found nothing. The silence behind me felt eerie. I rushed back to our room and saw my dad returning, his head low. He leaned in close and said, "It's a kid." It turned out that a young teenager, tall and lanky, had mistakenly entered our room while wearing a black hoodie. My parents had forgotten to lock the door. My mom woke up when he came in, mistaking him for me during a depressive episode. When the hooded figure crouched, he realized his mistake and panicked. He was scared of us. As I returned to the room, my mom stepped out and hugged the kid, who was now crying. I couldn't blame him. I would be terrified too if a massive ex-soldier was chasing me. So, to the now traumatized kid from Catalina Island, I look forward to hearing your version of this story from your perspective.